Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're putting 3 more of Toledo's Biggest Losers in the spotlight tonight. One has been in the competition 3 times. One's a preschool teacher that's finding it hard to keep up with those little ones. And the third one is a former trainer's wife. So, of course, I caught up with them at the gym. Listen to this.
Slow, steady, consistent weight loss so that I don't have any swing months, so hopefully I never fall below the yellow line.
That's what it takes to stay in Toledo's Biggest Loser competition, and Carolyn Gaylord should know. This 43-year-old weighed in for the 3rd season, and this time the scale hit 225 pounds. She's been a finalist for the last 2 seasons, but this time she wants the title of Toledo's Biggest Loser.
Since we've met, I am down right now about 100 pounds or so, and I need to be about 60 more down from where I'm at right now to meet my weight loss goal. So that is where I want to be.
She knows what it takes to get through this 7-month-long weight loss marathon.
The toughest months are usually around February, sometimes into March. You've kind of been at it, and if you go full steam for 3-4 months, you have a tendency to really burn out. So keeping that energy level consistent and then being able to have that reserve to step it up at the end.
Carolyn says when she looks at pictures of herself before the weight loss, she says it seems like it's almost another person.
It gets me very choked up just to think about, I did this the right way, I did it through diet, I did it through exercise, and it was my hard work, determination, and being in this competition that has pushed me to where I got.
Erin McClellan knows that Carolyn will be a tough competitor, but she likes the competition. Erin is 24 and weighed in at almost 280 pounds.
I'm determined. I'm going to lose this weight, and it's going to happen, and I'm so excited, and I'm so pumped.
She lost a lot of weight when she was in high school and found a love for being on the color guard. She also made it to the homecoming court.
That was probably one of the highlights of my high school days, was being on homecoming court.
But after high school, she gained it back and even more.
With my job, I'm starting to realize that it's harder to be around preschoolers and to be up and down off the floor, sitting Indian style, my feet fall asleep, you know, those kinds of things. I'm starting to realize that I need to get the weight off.
Her overall goal is to lose 150 pounds, and she knows it's not just about the workout. She knows she has to change her attitude about food if she wants to lose her 150 pounds.
Oh, this can't be too bad for me. I'll just eat it and count it in my calorie count. But really, you got to look beyond the calories. You got to look at what you're eating and what the substance is that you're eating.
So that's why she's pushing herself to go that extra mile at the gym. Look out, Biggest Losers.
You got to beat me. I'm a force to be reckoned with. You got to beat me.
You probably won't find our next competitor in a huge group workout. Angie Rowan-Alls says she's like the lone wolf when it comes to working out.
I don't really work out with people too much. I kind of like to get focused, not talk, put my music on. My music motivates me. And I get in the zone and I go and get on the elliptical and I'll live there for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. And then getting out here, this is some different stuff for me out in the weight area.
Angie wants to lose at least 75 pounds and needs to learn how to fight through a plateau.
I've kind of hit a little bit of one. I've lost some weight since we began. I've been doing this since the beginning, October 3rd. And there's been a week where I didn't lose anything. But I was working out as hard as possible, and I was giving it 120%. You just can't give up. I think that's where I've always failed, is I've always just given up.
She will have to break out of her shell and give it her all in all these group activities.
I'm very determined and I'm obsessive about winning, so we're going to see what I can do with obsessive about winning, the most important thing in my life.
Well, if you're looking for a healthy idea for dinner, well, here's a healthy recipe idea from the student chefs at Penta Career Center for ginger beef stir fry. Well, many of us love to have a little beef for dinner, so let's go to Penta Career Center. We're here with Daniel, and he's showing us a low-cal recipe that we can throw together for our family with the main dish is beef, right?
Correct.
Tell me about it.
Well, it has carrot, red pepper, some green onion, ginger. We're going to add this over here, the beef broth slurry. It has water, the beef broth, soy sauce.
A little bit of stuff on the bottom.
Add your broccoli.
And you said the calorie count on this is what again?
Around 374.
Nice.
Well, now we're going to add the noodles.
Okay.
We just throw that right in there. We've
already cooked those up a little bit, it looks like, though, right?
Just boiled for a few minutes. We just throw them in there. You don't just like make a bed and then set all the stuff on top of it. You can just throw the noodles right in there. When we're plating it, we want to try to leave the meat into the pan and put everything else onto the plate first, because
it looks prettier that way.
It looks prettier that way. The protein is like the body of the meal, and you don't want to cover it up with everything else.
And your teacher will give you an A if you do it that way, right?
Just enjoy.
Fantastic. Nice and light. I kind of even taste a little peanutty in there. Do you?
Very much so.
I think he gets an A. For the whole recipe, go to our website, northwestohio.com.